Good afternoon. My name is Jordan Villeda. I'm a student for St. Clair College, and this is an assignment for my class, risk management. We have a project where the idea of this assignment is we as a project manager can do the project risk analysis for the battery supply for our project in Canada. So the overview of this project is this project aims to produce an entirely Canadian-made electric vehicle, leveraging national pride in made in Canada branding as the core marketing strategies. This is positioned at a retail price of 80,000 Canadian dollars. Project Arrow targets the mid-range EV market. However, these batteries currently are representing the 52% of the cost production. And according to some information that we got in the assignment, the project is going to have in the component of battery 150%, is going to have 150% increase in the cost in battery component. So if the battery component is 52% of the production cost, of course, this is going to be, it represents a big risk, it's a threat for profitability and market competitiveness. That's why we as a project manager must work together with the procurement department in order to figure out what alternative options we have in the market to try to reduce this impact in the cost. After the research that I did for this project, I got three alternative for supply options. The first is domestic suppliers, second is global suppliers, and three is recycle or second life batteries. Well, during the rest of this conversation, I'm going to explain to you what are the benefits and also what are the risks itself for each of any this alternative that I just mentioned. So for the domestic suppliers, collaborating with Canadian manufacturers to maintain local branding while we capitalize federal incentives, this will be the first option. Second, it will be get global suppliers. We know we live in a global marketing world where we can get anything from any part of the world. But specifically for batteries components, we were researching about Mexico, China, and Germany. And we figure out that currently also we have another risk that we're going to talk about later, that is political risk. Well, in the recycle or second life batteries, it means where we can utilize the recycled materials to lower the cost and also to enhance the sustainability efforts that currently is one of the trend topics. Coming back to the benefits that I just mentioned about these three main alternatives, we have make a table. I'm not gonna go each on any detail, but you can see we have benefits, we have challenges, and we have also identified the cost range for any of these alternatives. So let's check the first one, and we have in the first option that is the higher cost, that is 20-30% more than global options, right? But it's go the cost from 150 to 180. This information is from Natural Resources. We got it from there. And the second options, we have lower costs compared to domestic suppliers, but it dilutes the made in Canada branding. That is a stronger marketing effort for this company and for this project. So this is one of challenge. There is a benefit, but the challenge is going to decrease the made in Canada branding effort. The prices go from 110 to 140. And the last one that is very interesting, the second hand, or the recycling, it said that it has significant cost reduction, up to 40% reduction. So imagine the procurement department team thinking on 40% cost reduction. I think normally it's 10 to 20% cost reduction is their target. So if we go with 40% cost reduction, be sure that the procurement team will be trying to get this alternative. But also it has a potential quality and reliability concerns. Also, it has a limited availability and may require some additional research and development investment that maybe we're not taking in consideration in this step. And the prices go from 100 to 120 according to Global EV Outlook. Okay, now let's do the RBS. Well, we have defined the RBS in three components that are financial, marketing, technical, and also we have three more components that is supply chain, marketing, and again financial, but specifically for geopolitical situation. So coming back to financial, the RBS, we can continue funding instability due to rising cost. And the mitigation for this is we can optimize, subsidize utilization, diversify funding sources. And then we have marketing, we have technical, and we have defined all the mitigation strategy for each of any of these. I'm not gonna go through this because it's a lot. And this one, I want to mention the last one is financial, but it's talking about geopolitical situation. We know in this moment we have the problem in with the wars that are in Ukraine and Israel, and in some way, all of this geopolitical situation can affect um, our cost, our supply chains, right? Additionally, we have United States with the new president talking about new taxes or tariff that they want to implement to Canada and to Mexico. So we need to consider all of this when we think to get suppliers outside Canada. Well, the procurement team, the project management team needs to work together to go to every single detail related to these environmental, in these outside topics that needs to be taken in consideration. Well, coming back to the now we are going to talk about the cost. We received some information in the assignment, and according to this, we calculated that 2022, we have that information before, is 153 per kilo kWh. So the cost for battery components is expected to be 382.5. So the cost breakdown for the Arrow project, it's gonna be 41,600 for the Arrow vehicle, the battery pack, because we just focus on the battery pack. Well, this it's a good for those who like the numbers. You can have a better idea how important it is to make a good decision about the supply of the battery pack for this Arrow project. About the risk attitude and appetite for this project, we realized after reading and reading about this project that the stakeholders displayed a moderate risk appetite because they are emphasizing they want this project to continue as national branding and consumer trust. What that means, we cannot take any decision to switch our current suppliers, our current supply chain strategy without a strong reasons for that, because our stakeholders they are not going to accept this decision. Second, that Canada's federal government has positioned Project Arrow as a flagship initiative to promote its innovation capabilities and manufacturing roles. Supply chain decision must prioritize maintaining this branding integrity. As I have been mentioning, it is important to take this in consideration. We cannot just go to take a decision considering the cost, as we mentioned, 40% cost reduction if we take the recycle alternative, but this is not aligned with our marketing strategy. And number 4, research indicates that Canadian consumers associate made in Canada with high quality and reliable products. So taking this in consideration, we cannot be so easy to switch just because the cost, because we already gain this customer. Um, we already have a good reputation in this project as a high quality and reliable product. And then finally, I got 3 conclusions for this. Project Arrow faces significant challenges, as I was trying to explain, from rising batteries costs and global geopolitical instability in this moment. Number 2, the recent analysis suggests that the project must strike a delicate balance between cost effectiveness, branding integrity, as I have been mentioning, and sustainability. Sourcing batteries from domestic suppliers present the most straightforward solution in terms of aligning with national interests and ensuring a reliable supply chain. However, it comes with a higher price, higher cost, which could impact in the vehicle price competitiveness. The adoption of recycle or second life batteries presents a long-term opportunity, but may require significant adjustment in design and quality assurance. It doesn't mean that I'm against about recycle or second life batteries option. What I'm saying is, I suggest as a project manager, have this as a long-term opportunity, do the business analysis with including all the components as marketing, finances, technical, every single component for the business case in order to, if we want to adopt the recycle or second life batteries. But it's going to be a long-term opportunity, not for now, because and the global suppliers could be an option, but before we must continue with the current approach, that is the domestic supply chain, because this is going to continue with the branding integrity, made in Canada, and also is allowing to have more employment, and also giving a solution to the economy for Canada. That also in this moment, Canada is facing some problems in the economy. If we see the news, we will see that they are trying to do to implement different strategies for to improve the economy. So this project must continue with the domestic supply chain, and as a second choice, evaluate and long-term opportunity for the recycle or second life batteries. As a recommendations, first we need to secure with this line, with this approach, with the domestic supply chain, we need to secure advantageous contracts with Canadian suppliers to manage cost impacts, because we know that the cost is very high, and this is representing 52% of our final cost of the EV. Second, maximize federal subsidies and financial incentives to ease the financial burden. Implement a quality assurance process to continue with quality products. And number 4, develop a marketing strategy that emphasize the sustainability and Canadian innovation to attract eco-conscious consumers, because the world is going to eco-conscious consumers. And also, if we continue in that approach, probably we will find different solutions. But by now, we're going to stop here with this solution, continue with the domestic supply chain. Thank you very much for your attention.